Hello and welcome to another Creations by Diva video. Today I am doing a hoodie. Um, it's gonna be like a motivational type hoodie. So right now I'm just putting my words. Let's see if I can turn this around. Right now I'm just putting my words into design space basically. This is design space um, for people that have Cricut um, or, well, Cricut, this is their design space. Hello, welcome, welcome, welcome. This is Cricut. This is a design space. Is for Cricut machines. Um, for Explorer 2. This is what I use to create everything, words, pictures, what have you. So this is what I'm doing right now. Um, so I'm just going to, once I get all the words on there that I want, the size, whatever, um, I just copy it all and then go up here to group, and that way it's one thing. So then I could come over here. You can't. I come over here, move this over so you can see it. This right here is to unlock it. So that way I can, widen it, shorten it, make it longer, whatever. So when it comes to design space for Cricut, you can only go up to like 12. So that's where I'm at, 12. That's as far as you can go. So this is going to be um, what I'm going to cut out on my Cricut. So I hope everybody's having a wonderful day. It is Saturday. It's 1 o'clock here. 1:08 actually. Um, yeah, so that's what I'm doing. I have my Cricut sitting over here. It's much better for me. Um, you know, I did change my area. As you can see, I was over there. Uh, the bigger sign is over there. I just have a little sign right here. It does stand for Creations by Diva. So, Um, so this I'm going to use. This is what I use. This is vinyl. Turn it. This is HTV. So with HTV, you have to turn it upside down on the printed side. Excuse me. As you see it has 12 all the way over here too. So this is the printing mat. They have different ones. Whichever one you choose to use is for different material. I can use the blue mat, the standard mat, or whatever, but um, it's all the way over there by the heat press. So I said I'll use it. This one is good for if you're working with leather. It's good for that, hold it in place and stuff. So this is the strong grip mat. So this grid is basically like the grid on design space. So when you're using HTV, you always have to make sure to turn it print side down, and it will cut on this side. And I'll show you. So this, I'm going to weld this together, so that way it comes out as one big thing. It's not going to come out as separate, you know. So that's that. So I'm gonna go to make it. Um, so on Design Space, it's at 11. You know, well, it starts. It's gonna start at the 12 or whatever. So you always mirror it because it goes face down. You always mirror it. Um, I think I'm going to, looking at this. This will start at 11 and it will end. So I think I'm gonna change. If I had a bigger piece of vinyl on here, then fine. But I don't have a bigger piece on here, so I'm gonna just lower it just a little because it would be sideways. It will do sideways, which it is still doing. So I'm just gonna shorten it some more, and it's still sideways. Okay, that's a bit too big for some reason. Let me see if it's still okay. I'm gonna unlock it so that way I can basically like widen it, and that'll be better also. So with Design Space, basically you can only do but so big, you know. That's the only part that sucks really. So I happen to keep like making it smaller. You know, I don't want to make it too small because I want it to be, you know, good enough on there. But for some reason, it's still too big. Because if I do it too, I don't know why it's still too big. And it's not even big. That's the thing. It's not even big. I mean, I don't want to make it too small. It's going on a hoodie, you know. I want it to be uh, big enough. So that will be on 10, and that will be on 12. And it's still too big. Why? It's still too big. It should not be big. That's the problem. I don't understand. With all these updates from with Cricut, it's not working like it's supposed to right now because it's not even big when it comes to the grid, um, which is that it's not even big, but for some reason So I don't want it too small. That's the thing, you know. So we're gonna go to make it over here, and that's better. See, this is what I wanted because I don't have a big piece of vinyl in that color anyway. So if I would have made it longer or whatever, I could have went all the way to the 12, but this is not all the way to the 12, you see. So therefore I would have to make it this size. That's the thing. It would have to be this size. Now a different color, like a roll of vinyl, then yeah, I could do that. But that's a sheet, so it's very much different. So then you mirror it, and because when you put it on, you know, it's gonna be on the mat, it's face down, right? So when you iron it and everything, when you heat press it and everything, it goes flat down, and the words will. So you press continue. I'm gonna put it in the machine, the mat in the machine. It's already set to the air too, which is what I have. This is going to pop up for the material, whatever material that I'm using. That's what this is. So it's like loading all the materials. It has, you can use the Cricut for all types of materials. So these are like, these come up automatically because these are my most used ones. Um, so I go to Everyday Iron On because it is HTV and it's already mirrored. It lets you know to mirror it with the shiny side down, which is what I showed you. So it is mirrored already. And then I just um, I, I always set my machine to the custom materials setting because then you can customize, you can customize it anyway. Now, if I was to turn the dial, it would go to paper, paper plus, vinyl, vinyl plus, iron on plus. I don't know what the pluses mean. Light cardstock, like cardstock plus, cardstock. So, pretty much it has all types of settings. So I always put it on custom because then I can, pretty much change it to whatever I could you can customize it. Then you can just go to the browse materials, which is right here, and it has all the types of stuff that this Cricut can cut, basically. So it's a lot of stuff. You can even add stuff, the different settings. So, you have wood and all types of stuff. Vinyl, this is all vinyl. When you are dealing with clothing, you want to always make sure that you are using HTV. You're using Everyday Iron On. I learned that the hard way. But you always want to make sure that you're using iron on. Whatever type of vinyl it is, when it comes to HTV, which is heat transfer vinyl, um, if you're just using everyday or glitter iron on or metallic iron on, the mosaic, I have some of that. I've used that. So you want to make sure and this is just regular iron on. It doesn't have, because my pattern is camouflage, but it doesn't have a setting for camouflage, So because, you know, but so I use everyday iron on because it lets the machine know what needs to be done. So then I come over here and I click this button. I'm gonna click it again because it didn't go in. So it feeds the stuff in to there, and then the other flashing button which is the Cricut button, is basically a go button. And then it will start cutting on its own. It will cut everything. And over here you can see at what percentage it's doing. So yeah, it's cutting right now. It's a very cool machine. Very cool machine. Absolutely love it. Love it, love it, love it. I'm in a group, cricket group, and a lady said that, she was at Michael's, and the guy told her that she should have bought the maker because the cricket does not have a blade to cut leather. So I did do a demonstration for her showing that it does cut leather. I just did some sweatpants, some jeans. If you haven't watched the video, please go watch the video, like it. Um, Sorry about that. I don't know what happened. I just did some jeans and sweats. If you haven't watched the video, please watch the video. Let me know what you think. Put vinyl on jeans and sweats. But I did show her basically that you can cut leather. This is leather. These are leather. I just did these last night on my live on Facebook. I just made these. This is what I showed her, the demonstration of what I showed her, that you can cut leather using the Cricut Explorer 2. These are change purses. The black one says change lady. And then the other one says smart people always make sense. So, and these are $3 a piece if anyone would like to purchase one. It doesn't necessarily have to be these colors, doesn't necessarily have to be these sayings. It can be anything. It doesn't matter. I design everything myself. I customize everything myself. So it can be anything that you want it to be. But this is leather. That is on here. This is absolute leather. I think one of my pieces came off. But it's a quick fix, so that's okay. Real quick fix. But this is leather. These are leather. So it can be done on the Cricut machine. I use the regular blade. The settings for it, I forgot which setting I use for each one, but it can be done. If anybody would like to see me make these, let me know in the comments, and I will be absolutely grateful and to make them for you on live. I do a lot of making my stuff on Facebook, only because YouTube acts up a lot. I don't know what that's about, but I do a lot of making stuff on Facebook. So if you do have Facebook, you can also follow me on Facebook, which is also Creations by Diva. If anybody would like to join there, I will drop the link also for that, or one of my admins can do that. But yeah, I do a lot of making stuff on Facebook. I rarely come over here and make stuff, but I do make a lot of stuff on Facebook. This is also leather. This one is also leather as well. This is a bigger one of the smaller versions, but this is a bigger one. This one says Queen on it. I don't know if you can see it. It was done with ink, but I'm going to do it over. Because I don't like the fact that it didn't really show up. These are keychains with the with chapstick holder. So it can be done. Cricut can cut leather. If it didn't, they wouldn't sell it for it. You know, it wouldn't even have the setting on here for leather if it wouldn't cut leather. Trust me. So you can't see it, but it's on here. You can't really see it. So once I weed it and everything, then you'll be able to see the words. Weeding is when I peel back the vinyl and take off all the excess that I don't need. I usually check to see if there is excess vinyl because I don't like throwing stuff away. So being as though this is like kind of big, there is really no it might be some, maybe like right here. I like to cut it off because I'm gonna cut it anyway. So I cut it off, the excess vinyl. I just gotta make sure I'm not cutting my words. I mean, there's really not much access anyway, so it doesn't matter. But I take my weeding tool wherever that may be. Sorry for keep getting up, but everything is everywhere in different places. I do have to set up my laptop and everything so that way, you know, um, I can maneuver like that. So this is the weeding process. This is the weeding process of it. This is what we call weeding, where you peel back the excess vinyl that's not needed for your project. So this is not needed. And it sticks onto the film, so that is a great thing. It does stick on the film. That's why you have to place it face down, because once I put it on the hoodie, it will go this way. It will go this way. So the design will be up. So if anybody is thinking about buying a cutting machine for vinyl, I recommend the Cricut. I do have the Cricut Explorer 2, so I do recommend the Cricut. I mean, it's really your preference because every machine cuts different things, so it's really your preference, but I love my Explorer 2 because it has not let me down yet. It cuts what I needed to cut. It does what I needed to do, So that's all that matters. It's a very good machine to have if you're trying to go into business, or even if you don't have to be trying to go into business. Even if you just want to design your own shirts to wear, or your family to wear, and you don't want to go buy a shirt, when you can absolutely make it on your own. You buy the t-shirt or t-shirts that you already have home, or hoodies that you already have in there, plain or whatever. You can absolutely buy the machine. That way you can design your own. And hey, who knows, you might get somebody that wants to buy from you. So this is how it looks once all the excess is away off of it. And then I take my tool, and this is the weeding process as well. I'm just taking out, you saw where the R had a piece in it. I just took that out. The O, I'm going to take that out. The unnecessary pieces. This is a weeding tool. It's from Cricut. It is a Cricut weeding tool. So it did come with the machine. You can also buy them separate, but it does come with the machine. There's a lot of tools that comes with the machine. So I'm just taking out the basically the I don't know why um, I keep having to touch the screen because the video is like closing or something. I don't know. So, but this is why I also be on. I do just Facebook because I don't know what's going on. So please, as you come, please like the video. Um, Leave me some comments and everything about what you see, what you would like to see me make. You know, because I do quite a bit. I do a lot of designing and making my own things and stuff. So, um, you know, let me know what you would like to see, and I will try my best to accommodate you. The A is kind of tricky. But there are cut lines if anybody is wondering, like if I can see, there are cut lines, so it lets you know, even though the cut lines are very, you know, weary, you can definitely still see the cut lines on there to know what you have to take off of the words, of the letters. See, it's really tricky. Yeah, girl, they my grandkids came here and dropped their cuts off. They always seem to come in here when I'm busy. They won't let me be great. So I'm just weeding it, and that's it. So this is what, um, very easy. This is what it looks like once it's weeded. Now you can see the letters better once it's weeded. So it will go face down on the hoodie. On the hoodie, it will go face down. And then I bring the heat press down, and it will be on the hoodie. So I'm gonna go do that. And I will talk to you all later. I hope you all have a great day.